What's up, guys? Today we got a high tide out here in the Potomac River. Well, I'm coming up to a peak tide, so a lot of guys love catching it at that last hour or two before low tide and the first 1 or 2 hours as the tide comes up. But you never know what you get dealt with come tournament day. So coming out here on a high tide situation, which again, like a lot of guys prefer the lower. It's about to be peak tide in maybe about an hour or less, something like that. So we got to figure out how to catch them in a situation like that. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get dealt with come your tournament weekend. I'm on a river system. This could definitely help the river guys across the country. And as well as some techniques that I'm going to try today is going to help you guys in a lake situation, because you're still, whether it could be a lake, and you're still going to deal with cover, grass, deep water, shallow water, doesn't matter. You'll still come across these situations. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to try to break this thing down in a couple hours. Only got a couple hours to fish this evening. I'm going to give it a best shot. Got about 8 rods on the deck. Nothing too crazy. Trying to keep it super simple. But again, we're going to figure this thing out, man. Try to get a couple bites on this higher tide. First things first, I believe they're going to push shallow. That's just here in the Potomac. That shallow can literally be like inches of water, just enough for their body to be in. So we're going to gun it over to this spot, man. Let's get this party started. Nope. Cooked up. Decent one for sure. See that there? Make sure you're on. All right, so we're on the board with number 1. Nice little hook set right there at the top of the snout. All right, guys, so that's fish number 1 on the board. On a nice little swimming worm. Okay. On this high tide, like I said, my thought process is that they're going to be somewhere shallow. Okay, I'm literally like cast away from the bank here. So I was casting up in that little corner over here. Besides some structure, caught them up shallow. So far the theory is working. Okay, we're gonna keep poking around here, see if we can find a little something else. All right, guys, one of the biggest things I want to tell you about when this water level gets up high, you want to focus on trying to fish that new structure that the water has not recently been on. These fish understand that once that water gets up, they're going to be able to get to new trees, new bushes, new rocks, new laydowns, things like that. So these fish are going to take that opportunity to their advantage. Another one. All right. Trying to get out the spot. That is not your regular standard. Can you see that? That's not your standard bladed jig. That sucker is 1/2 ounce, or you go 3/4 ounce, or you can go 1 ounce. My point is, use a heavier bladed jig than most people. All right, nice heavy bladed jig, moving bait. Again, this tide is kind of high right now. It just started pulling back out. As you guys seen right there, just caught one on the, it's like it's a 1/2 ounce bladed jig. I'm in a little deeper water. I'm not crazy shallow, but I'm not crazy deep either. That was a 1/2 ounce bladed jig. So my goal right here on the Potomac, I got a little grass flat right here. I want to say maybe 3 foot of water or so. Tides just started pulling back out, like I said. So I think these fish are gonna be on the move with the tide, positioning to get the nice little feed on before it gets too dark. Sun's going down on me. But that bladed jig through the grass, just kind of let it touch the grass a little bit, give it a couple pops, and literally got smashed on that. So want to get back after it, maybe toss around a couple more times before it gets too dark. Then we're gonna do some frog fishing, okay? Can't wait to do that. Let's hurry up. A couple more casts right here, and then I'm running back home to Little Frog area. So let's keep at it, man. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Just working on that high tide out here. Just trying to learn it, you know what I mean? Because like I said, you never know what kind of situation you're gonna get yourself into when it comes to tournament time, or just coming out having some fun time fishing, period. So moving baits was key. Also, moving / swimming baits. Also trying to get up shallow, because like I said, once that tide comes up and water pushes up, you try to get shallow. For anybody who doesn't have a tidal system, period, if you have water, let's say you have an influx of water, big rain just came, possibly has to stay in water, be careful with that. So darker colors will definitely work, or vibration would definitely work. But pushing up shallow when that water level rises, period. What's a mover bait seems to be a good little trick for today. A good little tip to have in your back pocket, you know? All right, so we're gonna get up out of here before it gets like crazy dark. I know it already looks pretty dark, but just enough to see. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. See you guys in the next one. Take care.